Well, we're moving. After 10 years of living here, we've finally decided to move. And let me tell you, you'll never guess where we're moving to. Picture this. Giving up the lavish lifestyle and the high status of home ownership and trading it for a guest bedroom. And it has been 10 years. We moved in this house right after we got married in July of 2015. A lot of pivotal moments happened here for myself, Kelsey, Casey, and probably a handful of other people who've been here. Kelsey and I both turned 30 in this house. We've raised raccoons, foxes, possums, chickens, ducks. We graduated college, survived COVID. I started training jiu-jitsu. My car blew up. I built my first PC, recorded numerous podcasts in this house.
No wonder they're terrified of the internet, it makes total sense.
Yeah.
We're a couple of 20-something-year-old guys, drunk as hell, and thinking about, none of this makes sense. They gotta be terrified of that.
Exactly. Yeah, a bunch of fucking retards.
You better run, Republicans. You better run.
We know your fucking secrets.
Hillary 101.
We bought a building, we sold a building, started using a bidet, and it goes from low to high. So I'll demonstrate a low. Still use a bidet. Started beekeeping, discovered Ark. We lost Bray Bray, Mouse, and Ace, but we got Kimura, Roxy, Muse, and Lulu. We had lots and lots of renovations. And of course, the good old field parties. Let's get ready to party! So for the past several weeks, I've been decluttering and packing up stuff, and it's gone well so far. You will never believe how much crap that you can acquire over a decade until you have to move. Eventually I arrive at this point where I think I can't do this anymore. I've boxed things up, I've donated things, I've sold things, I got a storage unit, I put, that's getting full or whatever, and then eventually I start to adopt this idea. I'm going to get rid of everything I possibly can. Well, let me tell you, the moment that I had that thought, the hoarding genes that I have within me absolutely went crazy. So as I'm going through this process, I remember one of the podcasts that I recorded in mid-2020 with my former jiu-jitsu coach, Dave Lopez. And Dave is talking about jiu-jitsu, but he says...
And then you can look at things two different ways. It's like, this is a huge problem, or it's an opportunity,
Right.
Like in jiu-jitsu, the opportunities in the transition.
And reflecting back on that podcast, I realized I find myself in one of life's great transitions. In fact, this is the reason why New Year's is one of my favorite holidays, is because it is a celebration of transformation. Old year to new year. Old self to new self. There's this portal that during New Year's you can choose to leave things behind and bring things forth, or to quit things and to start things. And I just love that transformational energy. And there are pockets within life. There are pockets of that energy within life. New Year's being one, birthdays being one, moving from a long-term place that you've lived. There's lots of areas in life that those pockets of transformational energy exist. I think it's crucial that if you are going through one, that you take advantage of that energy. I always like to use the analogy of the double bounce on the trampoline. You bounce by yourself and you can probably get pretty high, but we all know the double bounce where your buddy and you time it just right, and somehow you capture all of his bounce and go 3, 4, 5 times as high. But then additionally, going through my journal in 2022, I wrote down a line that was really powerful at the time. I wasn't really sure what to do with it. I kind of began to do some decluttering, mentally, physically, spiritually, but I feel like that piece of wisdom is best suited for me here and now. Consolidate all resources. Divert to main focus. Now at the time I was doing all sorts of things, and I've been that way for a long time. And that is my belief in the infinite potential, where I see all these possibilities, all these things that I could do, that I want to do, that they have interest. I have interest in doing them, learning them, participating in them, being a part of. And, you know, I think I'm coming to that point in life where I'm understanding that the infinite potential is false. And at some point, you have to make a decision. Either I can sit in the loop of infinite potential and live there. It's very fun, because you're always dreaming and always not doing, or I can sacrifice and pursue something of real, pursue something of actual value. So, you know, for the last 10 years, I'd be like, let's make the garden bigger. I should learn falconry. Oh, I've always wanted to work with wood. Let's learn how to smoke meat the traditional way. I think hacking is a good skill to learn, yes. Download Kali Linux right now. What if we started a beef business? What if we started a coffee business? Let's buy a building. Let's sell the building. It's the old adage, right? A mile wide and an inch deep. And while that does work for, you know, certain seasons of someone's life, I believe that it's come to its conclusion within my own life. And now I'm shifting from a mindset of, let's try all these different things and let's follow every interest and do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, a little bit, you know, the uncontrolled, very creative energy, but it's very difficult to get good at something and become part of a community, because you're always kind of shooting in all these different directions. So I start to review my life and think, what are the things that you really want to do? What are the things that you really want to dedicate your energy to, your time to, your focus to? What is your vision? And do the things that, one, you're decluttering, do they support your vision? And do your actions that you're doing every day, do they support your vision? And something that really hit me hard was this New Year's, when I was reviewing my previous year's goals. I reviewed 2024, 23, 22. I think I went back to 2020. And to my horror, there was a large amount of these goals that repeated every year. Either I made a little progress and then reverted, or I just made no progress at all because I didn't dedicate time, I didn't dedicate energy. I was too scared, I was procrastinating, whatever excuse. But I didn't want that to continue. It gave me the feeling of being locked in a time loop where time was passing and things were changing, but I wasn't. I was getting older and things were changing on that level, but as far as my life, it was just remaining the same. And as I adopted this new mindset, this new philosophy of minimalism to the best of my ability, listen, it's difficult. I'm making good progress. And one of the things I'm discovering along this path is that each item that I release, each item that I donate, give away, sell, throw away, whatever. Not only am I reclaiming physical space, but it has resulted in the recovery of mental energy and spiritual energy, which has been a very interesting phenomenon. And it's very noticeable and it's very powerful. And through that experience led me to the next understanding, which is, okay, if I'm getting rid of all these things that are dead weight, what is it that I really want to do? What do I need in order to do those things? So I made a list of the things that I want to do, the things I want to spend my time on, the things I want to, dedicate my energy to. I love martial arts. I want to train jujitsu. What do I need to train jujitsu? I need a gi? Check. I need a belt? Check. Purple belt. I need a purple belt. I want to train MMA. I have gloves? Check. Shin guards? Check. Mouthpiece? Check. Okay, I have everything I really need in order to do those things. So now I'm in a position where all I have to do is do the thing. I don't need to pursue anything else besides get my butt to the gym. I want to make content. I want to be creative. I want to make videos and podcasts. What do I need? I need a camera? Check. Microphones? Check. The most awesome, badass, elite editing bay the world has ever seen. Almost. Okay, I have everything I need to perform that. I need almost nothing. In fact, as far as the camera gear and stuff goes, that needs to drastically be decluttered. I haven't got that far yet, but I see the shelf in my office every day and I'm thinking, That will be cleansed very soon. So again, I have everything I need to do that activity. And what was happening previously was I was pulled in so many different directions and just kind of went with whatever interest was, had my attention that day. And the transformational portal that I find myself in, I want to adjust that. I want to get rid of the dead weight, focus on the things that bring me joy. All of this to say that once I was able to grasp the understanding that one, my time on earth here is limited. I cannot do everything. The infinite potential is a trap. And while it is fun to go on the merry-go-round of I can do anything, I can learn anything, there comes a time where you have to get off and you have to choose in what direction you're going to go. I'm 35. I've learned this lesson many times. I'm thankful to be learning it again. I'm hoping that this is the last time. And yet, if I'm unable to learn it, I will be doomed to be doing things that hold my interest, but not my heart. And two, moving from a mindset of accumulation in order to perform action and coming to an area where I have what I need, I perform the action, I do the thing. I spend more time actually training jiu-jitsu rather than looking for another gi. I actually spend more time creating videos rather than trying to search for a new, better camera. And so now I find myself in the great transformation through the art of decluttering. Releasing not only physical objects, but past versions of myself, past beliefs. It is extremely difficult, and each day the difficulty grows, but I know that it is worth it. It is important to do, and important to undergo the transformation, and to look through the lens of, does this serve my vision? Does this serve my values, my chosen values? So, where are we moving to? Well, that detail is for another video. Quite an interesting place for a 35-year-old man to be moving. For now, I'll continue to declutter and to pack things up, and I'm excited for the move, honestly. It's something new, and the opportunities that I've experienced just by going through my old stuff and packing it up, getting rid of it, I feel renewed in a lot of ways, and I feel excited for the future, even though it's not a future that I ever planned on. And it's not a future that a lot of people would maybe think is good, but that's okay. It's not their life, it's mine. And but I'm excited and I'm thankful for the opportunity. So keep watching the videos. I'll keep posting. I'll document all the fun times that we have, and 2025 is going to be great. It already is great, and it's just going to get better. Hope you have a great day. It's beautiful, though it's almost storm season, so that will be fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.